Oh God!
Nice.
All right,
All right,
I'm
hit
ready. You're ready.
So my
We're all
question
ready.
is no.
Okay.
This is a
No.
cold open here. Look.
Oh,
My
God.
question
Okay.
is what? How come in the
Hum.
Destiny world and like just freaking space stuff like Star Trek and Star Wars? How come their horizontal engines give them vertical thrust when they're leaving planets? Like, can I get a real answer? This isn't any
This
VTOL
is
stuff. They're just
this
floating
is
upwards, and the
this
fire's
is
coming out the side.
hit
I
the music.
need answers.
is this for the podcast or not for the podcast?
Look,
Craig.
I don't know anymore.
Wicked.
Craig's here.
Hit the music.
Does anyone have any answers? No, don't hit the music. Don't leave me back here.
Just
No.
hit the music. Welcome back, everyone, to the Lost Legacy podcast. It's the first of the year. It's 2020. And today we have with us Curtis.
With my 2020 vision.
It never fucking ends. We've got Enjoy Winter.
Do you think moon shoes are still a thing?
Oh my god, life is pain. And we have a special guest, Wicked Wild.
Woo!
Banana.
Our first guest.
Nice. That's what I like to hear.
You better get
Banana.
used to guests on this podcast.
Our first guest and the first words. A
Were
banana.
banana.
Yes.
T-shirts coming soon. What?
Banana.
And doobadiddly.
Merch
So-
link in bio.
Fuck off.
Oh, please. No.
So it's it feels like it's been a year since I've seen you.
Look,
And you said my joke was bad. Listen,
I'm
I'm
gonna
getting
stop
them
you
out
right
now.
there.
I'm getting them out now, so I don't have to do them later. I won't be tempted.
Okay. Fair
but
point.
You're still gonna do them later.
I am probably. So so since the last recording, there's been a couple things. There's been a Christmas. There's been a New Year. So
Christmas.
a
single Christmas.
One single Christmas. You can't
And
have two.
A
you
new
greedy fuck.
year.
What? And a
And
New Year.
Just
Mhm.
one.
Just for me. Just for me. Just a new
Oh,
year.
yours was
Just for
very
you.
eventful.
Mine
Oh?
was eventful with just life
with your
in general.
neighbours.
And my
One
neighbours.
single new
Oh,
year,
yeah. Oh,
but
my God.
one massive flex.
But we can't go into that on
We,
here.
we can't go to that on here because that's
Super secret.
Secret.
Yeah, I just don't want to ask anyone. You know, since the police were involved. I mean, what? I don't.
Whoops, lol.
I
Just-
was sick for New Year, so
You were
that
sick
was
for
fun.
the year.
Curtis
Yeah.
was
What you're
sick,
sick with.
and I was sick.
I had like just a cold. Okay. Oh my God. I just had a cold, but like I didn't do anything on New Year's or anything because
Mm.
I just wanted to be in bed all day.
can
So
feel
that's
that.
what I did.
I understand that. I stayed home on New Year's and played Pokemon.
Fair.
That sounds like a good thing.
That was fun.
Did they cry onto a stone man?
Oh my God. No, that's just in the movie.
This
And
is
it's
all I know about Pokemon.
It wasn't
Oh,
a stone
Pokemon!
man.
Oh God, was it Pokemon 2000? Whatever the Pokemon, the
The
first,
first
movie.
Pokemon
I remember
movie.
that.
Yeah.
They
We
cried.
spoke about it
we
on
talked
another
about it.
podcast.
Jesus, the good
That's why
Pikachu and the
it's
bad
in
Pikachu slapping each other so sadly.
Yeah, and I asked if Pikachu was Jesus. In fact, that episode is called Pikachu Jesus.
Yeah, it
It's
is.
true.
Yeah.
I was there.
Yeah. Yes, you were. Wicked, how was your Christmas / New Year?
I slept a lot. That's all I did. I just
Okay.
slept. I just yeah. I
You
slept the New Year's away. But it's
I,
fine.
I slept a lot too. I played COD as well. We've been playing COD a lot.
I also
Yes, you
played
have.
COD
Annoyingly so.
a lot.
Yeah, well, you should get it. Like,
Well, no, we've discussed this.
yeah,
not-
we discussed this. It's
I'm
fun
not-
with friends.
I'm not doing it.
Contrary to what I expected, I'm having fun.
Me and Winter have a great time. Me and
It's
Wicked have
true.
a great time. Me,
We
Winter,
play
and Wicked have a
2v2s.
great time.
Curtis carries me. We play Search and Destroy. I get carried. It's really fun.
I don't know. I've seen you carry me a lot.
Yo, 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 yo.
You've been carrying Winter.
Oh,
Sometimes.
the majesty.
Sometimes it all lines up and they just walk in front of me.
Like that
That's
one
the way
time.
the game
All we can
works.
ask for.
Beautiful.
That's true.
So
All right.
it's been eventful. My Christmas and New Year's was for me personally pretty boring. You see family and you do whatever. I spent New Year's alone in my room listening to music and playing the bass. And then there was a kerfuffle outside, which we're not going to get into. I'm only going to hint at it.
No kerfuffle.
Yeah, that was fun. But the community has been very good to us and has sent in a lot of questions for today's podcast.
Yes, they have.
And
So many.
we're going to get straight into them. So,
Okay.
who has
Well,
the first question?
I mean, let's get the easy one out of the way.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, go on.
Boomer, the Lost Legacy mascot, as we like to
Mhm.
like to give
The
him as his
jester.
alias, the
Jester.
jester, the Joker, which you
Mhm.
won't see him in the Discord unless he's saying something crazy. So
True.
And then he recedes back to his cave for 12 more years.
Yes.
Yes.
His name is No, I'm Batman, I think, in
Mhm.
Discord. So
All caps.
if you want a crazy conversation, just time.
All
He'll
caps.
reply soon. He asked, why has he not been on the podcast yet?
Huh.
Interesting.
I'll give you my thoughts on that after this news break.
Da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Well,
And we're back. Curtis,
I'll,
back to you.
Okay, I guess I'm answering first.
Yeah, go on. You answer. Go on.
Sorry. Steve.
Well, I think that it was only right that the first guest that we actually bring on was going to be the Wicked of the Wilds, because she is the founder of the whole entire thing, and without
queen.
her, we wouldn't be here. So I thought that, in my head anyway, that was the first guest that we were going to have on.
He's
But
he's
we
still
do
gonna
wanna-
tell you it's invalid though.
Yes.
But yes.
He'll disagree
Yeah.
at every
He'll-
turn. Of course.
he'll
Whatever
tell us that
answer you
he's-
give,
he'll tell us
he
he's
will
the
bully.
founder.
Mhm.
That's what he would do.
He's a bully.
He tries to overthrow me every day, but it's fine.
He tries.
Yeah,
tries.
but now that we've had Wicked on, I think he should be a guest very soon, whenever he's available, at the same time as us.
So the short answer to that, Boomer, because you better be listening, is you can come on, lad, whenever you want to come on. But until then, no.
Yeah, you gotta let us know though.
Yeah.
You've got to message me first. You've got to
You gotta
Uh-oh.
put in the effort. You gotta
you gotta
work
put the
So-
effort in.
You're gonna make him chase you. I see.
Yeah.
Oh.
and he does a
I'll-
lot of chasing anyway. So.
I'll
Mhm.
treat him mean to keep him keen.
Oh.
Oh no.
And whoever told to anyone listening, whoever told you that was lying. Just
They were trying to screw with you.
Yes. So that was the first question that we had. It was very short and very sweet.
Yes.
And that's all the time we've got for. So
All right, and
that's
everyone.
gonna- that's gonna be it for
Bye.
the podcast. Roll the music and
Thanks for listening. Links in bio. Merch links in bio. Buy my merch.
Bye.
It
no merch.
costs
Patreon.
£100 for a t-shirt. Yes.
Just send me money.
Just yeah.
Please.
That's better. My PayPal's in the description.
No, ooh, that's dangerous. Don't do that.
That is. Oh God.
But yeah. That was the first question. So I
That
don't
was
have any
alright.
more questions, to be honest.
Next question.
That's the only thing I have.
Whoa, slow down. I'm saying this one. And quote, what was one of your favorite Destiny moments? End quote. From Mama Halama, one of our amazing Discord members.
Why don't you answer this one first, Wicked?
Well, if it's Oh man. Well, I one of my all-time faves is definitely probably D1, the Crota's Raid, just because I don't know. I like the aesthetics of it and just the killing, I guess. I don't know.
You like the killing.
I like the killing.
I agree.
Here
I
we go,
like-
killing again.
I like to kill.
Plus, it's the
Well-
only raid I ever did in D1, so I didn't get to experience
Ooh.
much, but it definitely was imprinted into my brain and
What
like,
about-
music and stuff like that. Just
Well-
it was definitely a good moment.
We might as well do one in D1 and one in D2. So what about
Yeah, that
Destiny
works.
2?
There's a lot. Well, I feel almost obligated to like pick a raid, except like, because I mean, strikes and like the story stuff, like that all is like great, but I feel like the raids kind of stick out more just because you do them more, you know?
Yeah. Because they're the activity that you do most of the time, so they're the ones that you remember the most, like being the most fun.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do really like the Shadow Keep because of, like you guys said in the previous podcast, the nostalgia.
Yay.
Yeah.
Because like
nostalgia's great.
the screeching was on point, but like not very many people understood the screeching and
Yeah.
like screams and stuff, but it's
Mhm.
really good. But yeah, I would definitely say probably just the Shadow Keep, like, and like not
Expansion.
like, yeah, just like the expansion in general probably, and then D1 would probably have to be Crota's Raid because I didn't do much of D1. I just kind of was like, I don't know, Yankee Doodle here, tra la la there, and I was just kind of being a ditzy guardian. I don't know.
Just going around having fun.
Yeah.
Okay. What about you, C?
Oh boy. I've got a real answer and I've got a really cheesy answer.
I like it.
Okay. Well, I mean, I think I know the cheesy one,
Do you?
but go on. Probably.
My cheesy answer is when I first joined the clan.
Oh, you're
Gotta
so
suck up to the
sad.
boss.
You
real
can't get
answer.
higher than you already are. Fuck off, that's my
I
place.
mean,
Oh
I
my
could. If I take you down a couple pegs.
Anyway,
That's where I come in.
they're trying. See,
Conspiracy.
Batman's trying to overthrow Wicked, and Winter and C are trying to overthrow me to then overthrow Wicked.
Yep. The
It's a
chain,
cycle
the
of
ladder.
life. Circle of
Circle
life.
of life.
Oh my gosh.
There's several little nuggets. Like for me, there's not like a massive like moment. Most of it is just lore-based stuff because I'm really into lore and stuff. So like D1 was just completing the vanilla campaign was pretty memorable for me, going into the back garden and stuff, and like destroying the darkness, which was pretty epic.
Yeah.
Taking 4 friends and myself into the Vault of Glass without knowing what I was doing, and 2 of them not wanting to be there at all, and forcing them to do the first couple of encounters was pretty good. Didn't complete it, obviously. D2, anything to do with the Vex, really. Saint 14 is up there as well. All the stuff for Saint 14 is up there. And I'm boring, so that's just it. It's just all the lore stuff that's happened. And the raids that I've done with the people. It's pretty
Oh
fucking
yeah.
epic. But yeah. I'm boring. What about you, Winter?
Ooh, got me. So in D1, there are 2 sort of things that stick out a lot. Is the first one was the first raid I did. I was very new to Destiny, and a bunch of my friends had a LAN party, and I brought my TV, Xbox, and controller and all that stuff. And we all set up, and we did Vault of Glass. There were 6 of us. There are 6 TVs set up.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
And it was the first raid I ever did, too. Like, I was very new to Destiny at that point. Oh
That's
my
actually
god, it was so
cool.
much fun. And I had no clue about, like, any of it. It was all so new to me. The significance didn't really hit me until much later.
Oh, I would do terrible with
And
that.
I had no clue what I was doing. I was really bad, but it's okay. I had a ton of fun. And then another point specifically in D1 that was fantastic was the first completion I had of Wrath of the Machine, which is my favorite raid. Just everything about that raid. I don't need to say more about that. I've already spoken so much about it, but like,
We have talked about it before.
oh.
If it would be in a quiet room, just with like everyone in the clan, and if I was to say the word Siva, the first person that would stand up would
That's
be
me.
women.
I would. You'd hear like a knock on the wall on the other side. Someone say Siva. Please, Bungie, bring back Siva.
Please
I'm
do,
begging you.
because then maybe she'll shut up about it.
Maybe I will. For now,
Maybe
though,
I
I
don't
here
will.
think
we
she
are.
will. I don't know.
No,
What
it would just
about
get
in
worse.
Destiny 2?
In D2, it's a very different story. So, back when I played D1, my internet was awful, and I had no clue what was happening, and I was bad. So, Crucible, I absolutely hated it and never played it because, wow, just a mixture of bad connections, people just instantly sniping me, all sorts of. I don't know what was going on. Then in D2, it kind of continued that way, but at the start of it, I played a whole bunch of Crucible and a bunch of Trials with my friends. And then later on, I was still bad throughout all of this. And then, like, sometime in Warmind, I sat down and I'm just like, there's this cool reward, Redrix's Claymore. And it's like, I want to get that. I want to get that. I didn't get it. But that sparked the sort of ramp up into playing a lot of Crucible and slowly getting better and better, which led to next season when the Luna's Howl came out in Forsaken. I really focused down, and after a ton of effort and time and pain put into it, pretty much, I got the Luna's Howl, and it felt like a huge, huge achievement, especially for me. I did it all solo because I didn't know anyone at that point. None of my old friends that I raided with played D2, and I wasn't in this clan at that point, so it was just me struggling in
Yeah.
in old comp.
Old
Oh,
comp as well.
but
not
wow, yeah.
even-
After I got to the end, it's just like it was a huge one of my favorite moments.
That's great. Old comp means it would have been harder as well. I
Old
must
comp
took
was very painful.
must have took a while.
It took, I think, 2 months.
Yeah, that's a lot of Crucible.
That sounds
Yeah, I've
horrific.
played so much.
I don't even think I played that much, like in a year. Actually, yeah, I played to get powerful gear when I need it. But yeah, my favorite things from Destiny 1, my memories were, I have 3 of them. There's the loot cave on the EDZ,
Oh no.
where this was like at the very beginning of the game. There was a loot cave where you literally just sat with your weapon looking into the cave. Enemies will spawn, you
Yep.
just keep killing them, and exotics will drop and everything. And that's how you found exotics. It was just like it was it was like just a cool like thing that wasn't supposed to be in the game, so you can only
Uh-huh.
experience it if you were there. Which is why it was one of my first memories, and one of my best memories from Destiny 1. I also, the Vault of Glass was the first raid I completed, and it was the only raid out at the time. So like, that's one of my favorite moments. Completing Vault of Glass for the first time because it was really hard when it first came out. I remember it being so
Mhm.
difficult. Like it took like 8 hours or something for me and a team to complete it. I wasn't really watching like the guys on YouTube either, so I just like went in and did it with people and I didn't know what to do. So
Mhm.
that was fun. And then the other thing that I remember from D1 is the Touch of Malice quest. That was like, I remember grinding for like
Oh.
a full week just to get it done because you had to find, I think it was like 50 or 45.
45 calcified
Yeah,
fragments.
it's 45. Yeah.
Maybe 50. I think
Yeah,
45.
I think it was 50, but you only need to find 45 for the Touch of Malice specifically.
Yeah.
I remember that whole grind was so cool because at the end of it, the gun was like so good in raids because of well and stuff, and rifts. Like it just made the game so much easier and a lot more fun, and it was worth the grind. Like I actually felt good when I got the weapon. In D2, I'd say my favorite parts were probably Whisper mission and 0 Hour are probably my favorite parts of D2. The
I
raids are
remember
cool.
Whisper. I
The
remember
raids
doing
are
Whisper
cool,
with you.
but yeah, when
And
when
you-
Whisper came out, it was like, wait, go on.
when you never had lion rampants on your Titan for the longest time.
Yeah, they
every
wouldn't drop.
time, every time we were in there doing the Whisper thing, because we kept on going back in and out for the what was it, for the ship and the catalyst for it.
Yeah,
And every time we did it, I had my lion rampants on, and you'd throw a little fit because you saw me wearing them.
it was the only exotic at the time that I wanted for my
Oh
Titan,
no.
and
Mhm.
literally it would not drop for me whatsoever. Zer came like 3 weeks like in a row. I was like, please just give me fucking lion rampants, Zer, please. And then he'd give me some bullshit that I don't need. And and then when I finally got my lion rampants, I literally never took them off again.
Yeah.
Apart from, I guess now I have because I use Helm of Seraphine.
Yeah.
But
Good lad.
but yeah, those missions are probably my favorite thing about Destiny 2 because they don't come around as often. Like those style of missions, like you get quests for exotics, but you don't get them in like a thing where you got to like do a public event on like IO to spawn a portal, like kill a specific boss, and then go into that portal and complete the whole thing just to finally get a weapon at the end. And I remember,
And no one knew what it was because some random guy on Reddit found it. Like, hey, is this portal
yeah,
supposed to be here? And then was like,
Yeah.
and
hold
then
on a minute.
And it
everyone went
all
crazy.
sparked
They were
from
like,
there.
"Oh my god, Whisper's back!" And
Yeah, the
I was like,
community
"Oh my god!"
exploded.
And that was so good. I remember it was broken, the mission, and I was waiting there for like 4 hours, just waiting for the public
Oh, we
event to
waited
spawn.
for so long for that
Oh.
mission to spawn.
We
And it
did.
just never did.
That's
But
because
yeah,
back then it had to specifically be a Blights event, and the drill event just kept happening. So you'd be
Yep.
there for like an hour watching the wrong event go by.
yeah, but it was even longer than that. This
I
They
one.
never
know.
used to be on
There was a
rotation.
bug.
It used to be random.
Yeah,
There was an issue with it.
there was a bug
Mhm.
as well that Bungie tweeted out. They were like,
Oh.
literally when we were waiting like between 4 and 6 hours. I think it was me and C. Was that with you? I might have been with.
It was me and you at some point, and then like, was it me, you, and Boomer at some point that were waiting for like hours and hours and hours, and then I had to leave, but you stayed there for 2 hours, and then it spawned.
Yeah, eventually spawned, and then I got it. I think I did it with some randoms because I think Boom went off too. But yeah, that was my favorite parts about Destiny 2 because they don't make them missions as much, and 0 Hour was really fun as well.
They don't make them like they used to.
They don't make them like they used to.
Oh, yeah.
Like in my day.
You brought up the Touch of Malice. Yeah, I did that quest, and it was really cool.
It was
Back then, I
long
was kind
but
of
cool.
it was long but cool. Yeah, I loved
It was
exploring the Dreadnought, finding all the calcified
Oh
fragments.
my gosh,
yeah.
the dreadnought.
I remember.
Dreadnought's so awesome.
I remember
And
doing
then
the what was it called? The Court of Oryx, I think.
Court of Oryx.
Where you had to do that, and you had to get a specific rune or whatever to
Oh
get
Yep.
god, yeah.
a specific
Can I change my answer?
and yeah, go on.
Archon's Forge. That was
Archon's Forge.
me
Archon's
and
Forge is awesome.
me and Spriggs used to just sit there all day waiting for randoms, and we'd just jump in and just do Archon's Forge like all day. Like not even for like the good gear, we just did it because it was just really fun to do. I really enjoyed that.
Yeah, so you're bringing that up reminded me of probably one of my other favorite moments in Destiny, just in general, was the Outbreak Prime quest. That was was so complicated and so cool.
Which
It
the
was
one
glorious.
in D1 where
Yeah, the
after you
Prime, not the
completed,
Perfected.
yeah,
In D1,
yeah,
had to complete the raid multiple times for different events each time, and then all the puzzles. Oh man, that was so good.
yeah. They need to do more exotic quests like that, and like
Divinity
especially for
is an
raids.
exotic quest like that.
Well, yeah, kind of, but all you're doing is like it's not the same though. I don't know. I don't know how to. The feeling of doing Divinity wasn't the same as like doing the quest for Outbreak Prime. It was just get in a group and make a line and then do what you're supposed to do. Which I don't know. That didn't feel as good to me anyway.
Can I also change my D2 answer?
Oh my
Yes.
Oh my
God.
god.
Escalation protocol. I don't know why I forgot. Like
I forgot about that.
right, escalation protocol and the Telesto Adventures, lad.
Oh yeah.
Telesto Adventures.
I kind of want to add to my answer now.
We've
Adventures.
described what that is. We
No,
have, haven't we?
no,
Have
not
we
on the
not?
podcast. I
I
mean,
don't know what
people
that
probably
is.
know about it. It was
The Telesto Adventures?
yeah. Me and
Yeah.
C when Blind Well came out.
Oh yeah, I did that all the time.
Yeah, me and C were like literally on every day doing. We literally called it the Telesto Adventures because all you do is use Telesto, obviously, because
You,
of the bug.
you
And
may
you
have
go
ran into me there at one point
probably.
in Blind Well, Telestoing.
And then they took it away from us, and we never went on a Telesto adventure again.
There
Yep.
was, you know, when like you see those really like sad posts on social media where it's like you'll be gaming with friends one day and then you'll never know when's the last day you'll ever game with them or whatever.
Yeah.
It was like that, but it was with Telesto Adventures. You never know when the adventure's going to end,
Yeah.
and it ended, and it was very sad.
Yeah.
But Escalation Protocol, though, I think we've talked about it. The one where we like, it was the last podcast, I think, like getting everyone together,
Yeah.
like 9 people,
Mhm.
couple randoms.
We did.
I had a son who was a
Son that's
mute.
mute. Yeah,
We
we
all
talk about that.
I will walk 500 miles.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's got to be up
Yes.
there for my
that
D2
was
moments.
a good moment.
But yeah,
Glorious.
there's some good moments right there.
There's a lot that you could say. Like I have so many, literally just thinking back to it and all that. Like Escalation Protocol. I don't know about you guys, but I did Escalation Protocol a lot.
Mhm.
Like a lot. More than I wanted to.
What in that group that we were talking about, me and C and the Sprigs and all them, we were doing it for like, was it 6 hours? I think it was like 6 hours.
It
And
was
then
like 6 hours,
we
and
didn't
we were
get
like
anything.
back in 2. No.
And then the next day, oh no, some people left, and then
Mhm.
we got them random people that joined from like just like loading into a world.
Yep.
We got them in, and then you left, and then I carried on for like another 6 hours until I finally got the EP shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh my
And then
god.
that was it. I was like, nope, I've done 12 hours in a row with this shit.
I
Never
felt like
again.
such an arsehole that day because I got it after so many hours, and I was like, I got the shotgun, and everyone's like, ah, prick, he's got the shotgun. We're all stood there with nothing. And then we did like 2, 3 more runs, and I was like, I'm gonna go now. I just gotta leave because I need to sleep.
Yeah.
And I felt a bit of an arsehole, but Curtis persevered.
Yeah.
He got it. And now, look at it. It's in my vault. Actually useless.
Oh,
I don't use
played.
it at all anymore.
I haven't used it for a while. I played so much Escalation Protocol after Forsaken came out. I didn't play almost any of it during Warmind because I always just got frustrated and didn't have any people to play it with, and it would never work.
Yeah.
Also, my luck is just bad. I think near the end of Warmind, I finally got the shotgun, which was nice because the shotgun is good. And then, like halfway through Forsaken, is when I finally got the sniper. And the SMG was one of the 2 final things I needed to get Wayfarer, which was, I think, in the middle of Forsaken at some point. I don't know when I got Wayfarer. But it was
I got
that
Wayfarer
and
in
the
the middle.
Braytech rocket launcher from the Nokra strike.
Oh, see,
Uh,
I I felt like an asshole talking about this when I got Wayfarer because I was asking everyone. I was like, they were like, "What are you missing?" I was like, "There's just this gun, this one gun that I can't get," and it was the Braytech Winter Wolf, which
Yeah.
is just a lot of walking around and opening them
yeah, it's the
like
assault
one-round
rifle.
vessel things. And that's all it was. I just needed to go around each day and open them, and I got it. And I was like, "Oh, I got Wayfarer, awesome, brilliant." And then when I think I was talking to Winter, or I was talking to someone, and I was like, "Oh, I got Wayfarer," and you were like, "You bastard!" I was like, "What do I do?" It's like, "I need the rocket launcher." I was like, "Wait, what rocket launcher?" And I found out that I'd got the special
Oh
rocket
no.
launcher completely by accident. I had no idea I'd got it at all. And I was like, "Oh, well, apparently I got it, so it must have been that hard." And everyone wanted to kill me.
I didn't know you guys back then, so it wasn't me. But
Definitely someone.
it
May
it
have
took
been,
me.
Someone
been
that was
Katrina.
angry.
Yeah.
It,
was
if I
definitely
was
someone.
there, it would have been me because it took me 42 runs to get that thing over 2 different days, just sifting through so many LFG posts and randoms because they kept getting it and kept leaving, and I had to
Yeah.
keep making like the fire team to go in again and try it again on that nightfall, just over and over.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's an
that
F.
is why I stay away from that strike if possible.
If possible.
Well, happy days. That was just a weird pause there.
Just reminiscing, okay?
Just
I was
Yeah,
reminisce.
just
I'm just thinking
suffering
about
in
Reminiscing.
memories.
Let's
stuff.
just take
Yeah.
a moment to think about suffering.
Yeah.
Just
Ah,
think about
suffering.
the good times, okay? Don't think about suffering. Good times in Destiny.
Right.
Good times in Destiny.
So many good times in Destiny. I love these games.
Now let's forget about good times. Let's ask another question.
Bow, bow,
Question
bow.
time.
Who's got
Question.
the next question?
We got the next one here. And this one is from Roblio. Another one of our members from
Admins.
the clan.
Admins.
And
Admins.
Sorry, admin. Did I say
Admin?
member for Halama also?
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
Probably.
well,
Probably.
I'm bad. I'm
But
sorry.
they are members.
Okay,
But they're
they're members and admins, and okay.
It's
So
all
the
the same. It's
question
all the same.
is, as a female gamer in general, how do you personally feel about males possibly hitting on you or saying inappropriate things once they find out you're a female? Like general challenges you may have to deal with.
We're getting deep on this one.
We are getting deep.
Go on,
As
Sophie.
as a man, I just want to interject, like a man would, as a knobhead man would. I just got to interject real quick and say, men are poo. Men are very poo poo. Most men, not all men,
Most.
but
I'm a
most
poo.
Most.
Yeah.
big shits. And if you're listening to it now and you pester women over the internet, stop it. Right now. Or I'll
Right
point
now.
you out and I'll slap you.
That'll stop them. See?
Exactly.
Yeah,
Easy
they'll do
win.
great.
Wow. If only it
'Cause
was
it-
that easy.
Yeah,
wish.
if only.
Just-
If only. If only. So sorry, I'll let people talk now.
That was a good open. I like that.
Well, you can answer Wicked first. Oh, Winter. Well, whoever wants to answer. Just
Stop
answer.
telling them what to do, Curtis.
I don't know what's happening.
I'm
Jeez.
not telling them.
Peer
Wicked, you can
pressure.
go.
Okay. Well, this is a really difficult question because there's so many scenarios or examples that I could give for this. But I'll just go with when I first started gaming because that's when it happened a lot. And I was on Black Ops 2. So for any of
Oh,
you
no.
listening, I would be in game chat, in the lobbies, hardcore team deathmatch, and they would hear my voice or my giggle, and that's when it would start. And there was a lot of like hitting on me or saying inappropriate things or the typical things, go make me a sandwich or
Oh
just
my
stuff like
god.
that. Or I literally have gotten so many phone numbers that are real phone numbers that they give me. And it's like I could
Jesus.
have a voice changer. Like you don't know me, but
Yeah.
it was, I don't know. It was pretty bad for Black Ops 2. Destiny isn't that bad, to be honest. Like, I'm really glad I started playing Destiny because it only happened in D1. I've never really had it happen in D2, except for like the 15-year-old kids that don't know what life is yet and they just hear a gamer girl and they freak out. And that's what a lot of it was. But
Yeah.
the worst that I've ever experienced was Black Ops 2. Like, it was terrible. Like, to a point where we won't mention names, but an old clan leader used to ask me to be the main recruiter and go into the game chats because they'd get more recruits if they used my voice. And
Not bad.
yeah, so I've had a lot of very scary, creepy people. Like I've had to the point where I deleted all of my friends on my Xbox account because one of them was a hacker, and because I wouldn't be his girlfriend, he said that he was going to hack all of my friends' accounts, and he could because he already hacked one of them. And like,
Oh god.
I remember the
people are
story.
terrifying, and it's all because they want a gamer girl to be their girlfriend. And I think Rob Leo understands because one, I'm pretty sure that that's kind of what like his wife struggles with because there's a lot of gamer girls out there, but they hide themselves because of stuff like this. That's why
Yeah.
I didn't talk for so long. I mean, it's a struggle sometimes because you're either one, being hit on, two, you're not good enough to play the game, you're trash, or three, you get the normal ones like Serial and Curtis.
Oh,
I mean,
normal.
well,
Normal as
just
normal as you could get.
for context, back in like Black Ops 2, well, the game before Black Ops 2 was Modern Warfare 3, and that's probably one of the most like around that time was when they would use voice chat like all the time. Like everyone was in voice chat talking
Yep.
shit to each other.
There was
Like
even
there was,
I don't know what game was the last game to do it, maybe Ghosts. But back then it was the norm where search and destroy would force you into game chats.
yeah, it wouldn't
It
let
would
you
not
be
let you
part of
be
it.
in party.
Yeah. So like at the time, everyone is in voice chat like talking shit to each other. So then when they hear a fucking a female and they're 15-year-olds talking shit to each other, they don't know what to
Oh.
fucking do. So all they do
No,
is
they
just
don't.
they don't like, it's like they lose brain cells or something, or they don't have a brain.
Sure seems
Let's
like
That's
it.
the nicest way
Let's
I can
just
put it.
say that all the blood that's supposed to be in their brain has now
Oh.
vacated the brain.
Well, because I've even had like in D1, a lot of what I used to do would just be dancing at the tower because that's how I met a lot of my friends actually. But I've had a couple of guys that would see my female character sitting just randomly, and they would be like, "Hey, babe, here's my phone number." Click, and just send it to
Just
me. I'm like,
straight up.
there's no indication besides my character that I'm a female. You haven't heard my voice yet. Literally, so desperate. You're going off of my character. Like, when literally in the same fire team as me is another female character, but guess what? It's a dude. What if we're both dudes? Like, you just don't
Yeah.
know. It's like,
Yeah,
because
It's
I mean,
wild.
Cobra
it's
Blitz was in my fire team. It's like he plays female characters just for personal preference because if like for him he thinks that the armor and stuff looks better on female characters, which I think so too because it just I mean it looks cute. But yeah, so it's like you don't know. But some
yeah,
men are just like, I'm gonna go for it. What if this is my
well,
chance? It's
yeah.
my time to shine.
Well, most of the people that are playing the games don't interact with women too much, and I'm not saying that as a mean way to everyone.
Not all.
I'm not saying that as a mean way because that's like a stereotype kind of thing.
Allegedly.
But I mean,
Allegedly.
yeah. I mean, definitely back in Black Ops 2, like it wasn't
Yeah.
the gaming wasn't as popular as it is now. Like everyone's gaming now. Like even fucking um older people, like parents are like people who become parents and they're playing games and everything. But yeah, back then it was just like 15-year-old kids, like I said, that don't really speak to women. So all the first chance that they get, they're just gonna say whatever the fuck comes to their mind and not think about what they're saying or anything.
Hey, will you go out with me?
Here's my
I
number.
literally had, I think, anywhere around 6 to 12 underage kids asking me to be their girlfriend. Like,
Yikes.
Yep.
yeah, and it's like you realize I'm well over the limit of dating you. I'm sorry, but no. I have to
Exactly.
break your heart. And like some of them would literally like be like, oh, I'm gonna pull the suicide card and like and like be like,
Fucking
oh,
hell.
I'm gonna go jump off a bridge, or say like one of the like miscellaneous ones, pick a card, any card. That's what they would say. Like, oh, you're not gonna date me? Well then, yeet.
Yeah.
I'm gone. I'm done for.
Or the
You can
whole
even have
or the whole I'm
pre-recorded.
mature for my age kind of thing.
Yeah,
Like, oh
like
my god. I'm surprised how many of them actually
Oh no.
like say that. Just
mhm.
seriously.
Jesus.
I have so many stories that could go on and on, but
Gosh.
I'll close the book there. It's just I will say that after a while you just become a tin man. I don't know. Literally, it just bing,
Tin Man.
it just
Just
flicks off.
heck off. Go
Like
away.
People.
it's just like, cute. No, bye. Like
Yeah.
it just
I mean,
happens so often that you're just immune to it after a while, and you're like, oh wow, yeah, I've heard that one before, or like
yeah. I mean, it gets like for most people, when you get older, you see how like cringy it is
Oh.
hearing someone like if you're in like it's awkward and cringy like
Mm-hmm.
hearing someone like try and hit on like if you're with a friend playing the game
Yeah.
and someone's trying to hit on them or something. It's like
Oh, yeah.
Or I'm totally gonna call out when you're trying to teach a raid and somebody calls you mommy. Why is
Oh
that a
my
thing,
god.
kids?
Oh.
Why are you
It's
calling me mommy?
disgusting.
It's disgusting. Stop.
Oh,
So
Lord.
if you're listening to this, it's not cute. Please stop. I am
Name
not
drop.
your mommy.
Name drop.
Like,
who, who was it?
Name shame.
There's no
Shame.
I actually can't remember who was it.
Yeah.
It happens
It
so
just
often you
happens.
forget the names
It
because
just
it's happens with
happens.
2 different people, and I think one was on PS4 and one was on Xbox, so I can't remember. I teach raids too much, but I'm calling
Yeah.
you out.
Whoever you
Called
are,
out.
You know who you are.
You know who you are.
don't do it. It's not funny.
Don't
Oh
do it.
man.
It's weird.
So
It is
weird.
very weird.
It always so pretty much all of the times that kind of stuff happens too, the girl gamer is just trying to mind their own business and play the game or like play with some of their friends that are on it, and it's always a sort of like invasive event where this random person in game chat like tries to like jam themselves into the conversation if there is one, or just like joins your game. They'll just join your like
No.
your in-game party and just like out of nowhere. Oh, it was
Yeah,
always
Like,
a very
I
sort of
hate that
invasive
shit.
thing.
I hate that shit at the best times, as like as a dude, just like as people just join parties randomly and just like hi, and I was like, who the fuck are you? Get the fuck out! I didn't invite
right.
you here.
But then they like do.
But then on top of that, like trying to hit on me, I could not imagine that. Just
Oh yeah, and then it's even worse if they find out what you look like.
oh yikes!
Because
Oh my
then it
god.
could be like, like, hey, like back when I was doing Black Ops 2, I was a redhead. So they're like, oh, you know what they say about redheads, huh? And I'm like,
my
oh,
God.
well, it's
No.
permanent dye. It's not my natural hair color. But go ahead and say what you want to say. Like, redheads have fun. Is that true? Oh, yummy. Like,
Fucking
Jesus.
mouth breathing.
The mouth breathing is staple event. It always
Literally,
happens.
like so many of them would be like, she's a redhead, she's a gamer, put those two together and she's got the perfect personality. I know it. I can feel it. Like literally, it's terrible when they find out what you look like and then
Oh,
that on
God.
top of it. It's terrible. It's terrible.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna close the book there. I'm done. You can keep
That's
going.
I think that was a good answer.
Yeah.
that's yeah.
Did we cover everything? Anyone got anything
Yeah.
else to add?
Honestly, I mean, a small thing for me is that luckily because of my voice, I haven't really ever been affected by stuff like that, but I've been near it. I've seen it happen. It's just like it's awful and it's ever present, it feels like. Although
Yeah.
since those days of like Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2 kind of area, I don't know if it coincides with, that the game's stopping you and stop forcing you to go into game chat or whatever. It just seems like people mind their own business slightly more.
I mean,
It's
there's
not
like
gone. Definitely not gone.
No.
But
everyone's
Like when you nope.
everyone goes in like parties and like in Discord in a call. They
Mhm.
call their friends because most people are playing with friends now. They're not like there's only specific people that are actually playing alone to where they'd be in voice chat, and even then, most of the time they're not in voice chat. They have their mic unplugged and like not talking at all
yeah,
because they're solo
exactly.
players. So it's
Well,
like
shoot. I mean, if anyone that hasn't listened to my voice and like actually listens to podcasts, like, yes, hello, hi, I'm female and I'm your clan leader. Like,
Hello.
but like whenever I do like raids and I don't tell, it's almost like they need like a warning, like warning, a female is about to join your party, because then they just they they just like stutter or something and they're like, oh, you're a girl, and then like they'll, oh my gosh, because like when we do like PS4 raids, that's always great because they don't really get to see me that often, and then they're always like, oh, it's a girl. What? I thought you were a dude. I'm like, yes, I
Yeah.
intended it for that. Like, I don't
Well,
just
yeah.
be like, hello, welcome, newcomer. I am a female. Hi.
Exactly.
well,
How you
when I-
doing?
What it was probably when I first met Wicked.
Hmm.
I was like, oh, it's a girl, and then like I didn't start going, here's my number, you know, oh, let me see what you look like all that stuff. I didn't do any of that. I just spoke like a normal fucking person. You don't need to act weird when a female is around.
Gosh.
Mm-hmm.
It's not. You don't need to do that.
Like
Just
when I
be
first
friendly.
joined, I thought you were a dude.
So did
I-
Spriggs.
I just assumed, like, which is probably wrong, just to assume that everyone's a dude over the
Yeah.
internet. But guilty as charged.
Back
But
when I first
when-
joined,
when
I
it
was
was
just
official-
completely lost as to
Yeah,
who was who.
I think most women that are hiding don't. Granted, I'm speaking for mostly myself, not everyone, not all females,
Mhm.
but most of us prefer everyone to think that we're a dude, so that way we don't get random DMs of people's phone numbers. Because I'm not calling you, sorry. It's not gonna happen.
Okay, sorry. I'll stop sending my
Yeah.
number.
Maybe one of these days, Curtis. Maybe it'll work.
One day.
One day.
Okay, next question. Move on.
Oh,
Who's
next
speaking
question.
next? Who is
It's me.
Oh,
are you
is this
ready?
one?
It's me.
Are you ready?
ready. I'm
Are
ready.
you ready? Are you ready? Are you listening? Are you listening?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm getting
God.
hydrated because we're about to get really salty in this
We are gonna
podcast.
get
Well,
salty.
guys, there's some ASMR here.
Mhm.
Right? That was some good ASMR.
Thanks.
That was good.
Simo89 has asked, what do you think about Anthem now that it's finished? It could be making a comeback. Now,
Well,
here's a
okay.
little story
Wait.
from
Are
pal
you
C,
going first?
from your good pal C. So,
He's going first.
I have a friend. His name is Buddles.
Oh, no.
He might be listening. Hi, Buddles.
Hello.
I am going to name drop you in this. He convinced me after a very long time, because I have a very bad distrust with EA games. And he convinced me over months and months and months. He was like, "You need to get Anthem. It looks amazing. It's this, it's that. It's here's some snippets of the lore. I love lore. It got me. I was kind of into it. I was like, okay, you know what? I'll humor you. I'll buy it. I bought it for full price.
Oh,
I remember
oh.
this.
Day one, I got it full price. Oh, and I think I may even pre-ordered it by a couple of days. I don't even remember.
I think you did. I think you did because I
So I
remember at the
pre-ordered.
time.
I pre-ordered Anthem. I was convinced to pre-order Anthem, and I did. And then I played it, and you know what? I'll give credit where credit's due. The campaign was kind of fun when it fucking worked. Then you get to the end, and there's nothing to do all of a sudden, and then all the bugs start being more and more,
Oh no.
consistent.
Wait. Let me stop you there. There was
Just
things to do.
around.
There's just things that you've already done in the campaign.
Say again. I cut out a little bit there.
I said there are things to do at the end of the game. It's just things
Well,
that you've
yeah.
already done in the campaign.
There was, in Destiny terms, there's two strikes, and the third strike, which was just the end boss fight again.
That's it.
Reason. And that was it. For months, that was
Mm.
it. There was nothing to do on patrol. It was barren. There was nothing happening. I paid full price for that garbage game. It wasn't finished. There was bugs literally everywhere. The loading times were abysmal. And I played Destiny on console. And I thought that was bad enough. But Anthem was ridiculous. I remember literally trying to load into an activity or something. And I got my phone out and I watched like a 5-minute video and looked up, and I was still in a waiting menu. Like, that's ridiculous. Now, to the question.
Oops.
Oh my lord.
Don't mind me. Sorry.
Oh, that was a mic drop.
So, what do you think about Anthem now that it's finished? It could be making a comeback. So, I've not played Anthem in a very long time. I've heard that it's getting all this stuff happening to it. It's being redone. It's bugs are being fixed, content's being added, blah blah blah. For the money I paid for it, I will at some point give it another go, and I'll have a look around in it, and I'll see what's changed and what have you. Could it be making a comeback? I highly doubt it. To have such a bad start with a game, like that bad, I don't think there's any coming back from that. I mean, I say that, but on the other hand, games like No Man's Sky, which literally started with a lie,
My God.
like you lied to your entire fan base about there being a multiplayer aspect to it,
Yeah.
and there just wasn't. And fans of the game had to call you out on it. Like, they literally went into the game to figure out if they could find each other. But apparently, like, I have a friend who actually still plays it to this day, like the
Same.
revamped version of it, and they say it's really good.
Yeah.
So there's always hope, but there's a lot wrong with Anthem. Probably still, I've not really heard any major. Oh, get Anthem again. It's amazing now. It's like it was released, it wasn't finished, and I think it's always going to suffer from that. So that's my answer.
Okay.
What I think about it is it's probably still shit, but I'll give it another go in a couple months.
Might as well try. We'll see.
Uh,
All right. Well, all rise, everyone. As a personal opinion is coming in, so just
We're getting out
opinion
all
alerts.
the
Ding ding
sound
ding ding
clips now.
ding. Okay, so I played the beta. I played like what you could with the beta. I think there was 2 missions, and then like a little bit of customization things you could do. I am very picky and particular about game engines, game feel, and like controls.
Mm.
Out of like recent games that I've played and like things that I remember, Anthem has had the worst feeling game that I've played in so long.
Put that on the
I
box.
think oh my god, it felt terrible. And I don't mean like frame rate things. They could be fixed by like a better PC or stuff. I mean, I also it's just I have a innate distrust of third person games because they almost always make the control schemes feel bad. The game can be good. Like I did like Gears of War, but I hated shooting in Gears of War. It did not feel good to me. I'm super particular about that stuff. And wow, Anthem, look, the movement, maybe some people liked it. I thought it was trash. The shooting, some people liked it. I thought it was trash. The visuals, they were pretty. That was nice. I like that. And
It was a pretty game.
it was pretty. Looks nice, you know. That's the only positive thing I can say about Anthem.
But it worked.
But if she's pretty and doesn't have a personality, it's not
Yeah,
gonna
she's
work.
not
We ain't getting married.
It's true. Yeah, so I knew I would never be playing that game, and I do not give a hoot about it. Next.
Well, okay, fine. I've heard. Okay, so I played the game when it came out. I didn't buy it. Luckily for me, I didn't spend money. It wasn't my money that was wasted. It was somebody else's. Haha.
Nice.
Haha. Um. The campaign. It was kind of good, but it wasn't. It was weird. The whole game's weird.
I'll interject with just on a story basis. Like it was interesting and there was like some mystery there and that. But then you got to the end fight and spoilers for Anthem. It was like you fight this massive like monster god dude, and you know you've got like a team of 4 and you're going at it and stuff. And it's not you that kills it; it's a giant mechanical camel that just runs into it and it dies. Apparently, like that's weak as fuck.
Oh.
Yeah. That ending. I don't know. There was things that didn't happen in the campaign that they could have done that would have made it better. It was basically just go here, stand here and kill enemies, collect this from here, come here is kill enemies, and then you're done. And then a cutscene, and then you go talk to some people. Until you got to like the dungeons or whatever they called them, the strikes. Then it was just like go through and kill everything. But so I wasn't really, that was all right. And then after I did the campaign, I probably did like 3 of the dungeons or whatever they're called with UC, and then
Yeah.
I didn't touch the game again.
We did it like on every difficulty that we could do at that point as well. And there was one point we were like, all right, well we'll try this difficulty, and it was literally impossible.
Oh my god.
But it was like if it was like a good game, like say if it was like a Destiny thing, you'd feel challenged, but you'd feel like even if you died over and over and over again, you'd kind of still be compelled to like you'd think I could do this. Like there's strategy to this. You can just do it. With Anthem, it was like we're gonna go to the hardest difficulty, and it's like hard as fuck for no reason other than it's just a more hard difficulty. Like it was just you're smashing your head into a wall. It wasn't fun.
Yeah. It was like I don't mind things being hard, but hard to the point where you don't even feel like the whole point was you are this fucking person in a javelin that like nobody else, like civilians can't be or anything, and then you go into it and you're just like literally getting one shot by everything, like even the smallest of enemies, and it's just like
god.
now this is too difficult. Like you don't feel like you're even anything, and then that loses the immersion. But um the I've seen a lot. I've seen like there was a post. I think it was last year, but it was like early in the year or something. When did it come out? When did Anthem come out?
Oh God,
End of 2018.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I'll give it a look now while you keep talking.
Yeah, I think it was
Hmm.
mid 2019 when I saw this, and the article said it was like 1 minute it was like, oh, EA are giving up on Anthem, and then the next minute it's like, Anthem are going to change everything. They're going to revamp the whole game, and they're going to be a lot better than it was. And then that's all I've heard. I haven't heard anything about like. There's nothing, no proof that they're actually doing anything to update the game, like in a good way that actually helps. And if they do it now, it's like too late. Like your game already has such a bad reputation that, and it's such a bad launch that, like you'd have to give the game away for free to be able to have people playing your game if you're going to change stuff in it.
Yeah.
People aren't going to trust
Anthem's
you again.
Anthem's release date. Fun fact: it was the 22nd of February 2019, which means in a
Wow.
month it's going to be a year old, and it's
Wow.
already dead.
It feels like it came out in 2018. Like it feels like
Yeah.
already more than a year. It feels like forever ago. That's how forgetful it is.
Like I
Wow.
think to be like, I say brutally honest. I'm always brutally honest when it comes to Anthem, but what they should do, ideally, is just take the game down, redo it, like build off what you have. It's a good place to start, but it needs so much work. Just take it down, you know, rebuild, put all you possibly can into it. I know it's mostly down to EA saying yes or no at this point with Anthem, but like try as you can. Just get as
Yeah.
much as they possibly can into it. Call it Anthem Regenerated or whatever. Like give it a weird name. Put it back out. The people who've already bought it can have it. And
Well,
just see how people
Like
like.
a relaunch,
Yeah,
I
like
mean,
relaunch thing.
you could
but
do a
actually
relaunch thing,
do like
but
an actual like launch that actually would do something instead of just devastate people.
I
Like a
feel like
Yeah.
relaunch would be better than what they did. Anything would be better than what that launch was, basically. I mean, like, I know that it has like potential, and I know a lot of people still like it, but it's just based on personal preference and how people like the controls and stuff like that. But it's not going to get the vast majority of gamers unless they do something drastic, whether it be a relaunch or something more. Granted, I haven't played it in a while, but
they need to relaunch it, but it's free because Destiny, like the whole base game, is free. So
You
yeah,
do a
why would
lot
you
of
play?
stuff with that.
Why would you play a game that's kind of similar, like a fucking
yeah.
shooter kind of thing? Although it's in third person, it's still kind of similar. Um,
Yeah. A few different.
why would you play? Why would you pay to play a game that you don't even know is going to be good now because of the reviews on the last time it actually came out? When you could just play a game for free and like not even have to spend for the first two DLCs and just
Mm-hmm.
play that game. That's
Yeah.
we already know that's been around for a while and it's still around now. So
I do want to say, if you enjoy Anthem, heck yeah, keep playing. Play games to have fun. That's a great way to go at it. Whatever kind of fun you want to have, if a certain game gives you that feel, then hey, nothing's stopping you. If you think it's good now, then continue as is. This is just what I think about it, or what we think about it. And also, I don't know if I just don't remember, but it had no notable music pieces, and that matters so much to me.
Oh, big time.
Look, I
Big
gotta
time.
bring that up. I'm gonna bring that up with every
Mhm.
single game. No good music, you can count me out.
There was one song which was the main menu and every loading screen, if I remember correctly.
Mm.
do you mean
Which
like
isn't
all 50 of them every time you load into a mission?
Yep. So when a song gets stuck in your head, but not because you like it, just because you hear it over and over and over
Oh,
again.
Jesus.
It was like that, to the point where you start hearing that music, and you're like, "Please fucking kill me." But
I know.
to build off
An
what you said,
all-star.
Winner, like, all right,
I'm
okay.
sorry. I'm sorry. continue.
You threw me off completely. Oh God. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say.
You're going up with something I said.
To build off what you said, if you enjoy Anthem, power to you. Like I'm not a fan just because I paid 50 quid for a broken piece of shit. But if you like broken pieces of shit, then go for it, because people said the same thing about Destiny 2 when it came out. They said there was no content there, there was nothing to do.
Which there wasn't.
Which, yeah, to be fair, I'll give Bungie
Wait, there was
their
let me.
dues.
There was no content there, but there was still more content than there was in Anthem.
And yeah, that's always
Look,
when people bring that.
comparing Vanilla D2 to Vanilla Anthem is not a good thing, because Anthem didn't release during Vanilla D2. D2 was in Forsaken era. It was in Black Armory era. It's such
Yeah.
a better option if you want to spend the money to get a game.
Yeah. But if you like it, play it, enjoy yourself. Because I used to get shit from people, from friends and stuff. Why even playing Destiny? Like, there's nothing there. And I was like, well, fuck you, because I like Destiny and I'm gonna play it. And here we are.
We can get on that topic actually, because there's like plenty of people. Like, if you say, it kind of works with music as well, but like,
Yeah.
if you say like I like this game and then somebody doesn't like it, they're like, oh my god, why do you like playing that game? Like, it affects them personally.
Mm.
It has no effect on you. Like, I could
People
play
need
whatever
to-
the fuck I want in my spare time. Go away.
People need to stop bullying people about liking stuff.
Like, I'll be fair. I'll joke at people. Like, I'll poke fun at people when they play games that I'm not particularly a fan of. But it is a joke.
Yeah, I'll joke about that too. Like, we're talking about Anthem and saying it's shit. That doesn't mean that you can't play it.
Yeah, that's my opinion.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
my friend Buddles really likes Anthem. Like, he knows there's issues there, but he still, he keeps up to date with the news, and I believe he re-downloaded it recently and has played it and said there are improvements. Apparently
Good.
there are things that are happening, but until I feel personally like it's going to be worth the 3 days it'll take for me to download the game and to actually play it, then I'm just not going to really bother. And
Yeah.
I'll poke fun, and I'll poke fun at everyone in this podcast right now and call them filthy, stinky cod boys and girls.
Got him.
But that's
Yeah.
just because I'm not a fan of Call of Duty.
There's a difference. Like, you don't care that we play COD though.
Hello, I am Winter, and I'm wearing a scarf.
For fuck's sake.
I'm sorry, it was just too comfy.
Because
Big
it's winter. Because it's cold.
It's demoted.
Oh my god, what was that?
So
Sweet Jesus, Lorenzo.
I'll apologize on behalf of Winter for making that noise.
Sigma.
All right. Jeez, Moses Lord.
I'm sorry.
Oh, we're back
Are we?
in black. I
I'll
don't know why I
go
said that.
back to
Because
black.
we're back in back.
Back in black.
Are you guys ready for a new question?
Yes.
Yeah.
That's the question.
This
I'll
is
say
from
it.
our. Oh, okay. Go for it, Wicked.
Did you participate in Trials of Osiris in D1 or D2? Assuming they're coming back, will you be participating and why? From Walker84, one of our lovely, lovely members / admins.
I played in D1. I played a little bit in D2. D1 was better. If they bring it back, it better be good, because it's been out for so long and I haven't played it for so long that if it's really bad after they bring it back after keeping it away for so long, I'm gonna cry. That's my answer.
Wow. Okay. Well, I didn't play it. I did not play it in D1 because I was bad, but I did play it in D2 even though I was bad, and I had a ton of fun. I loved the different announcer. I loved the theming of it in D2. I know that coming from D1 to D2, a lot of people weren't as much of on board with that. But I love the 9 and everything, all the stuff with that. I also love the maps that it had. And the main reason I liked playing Trials was because of the loot, the cool guns that I can to this day pull out as a flex and be like, ha, you don't have this. Look at this cool gun. And they
True.
sound different, they act different. They had a specific perk at the time. They were the only things with slide shot.
Yeah.
It was awesome. I loved all that stuff about it. There was an armor set. There were ornaments for the armor set. There was a flawless armor set. There was everything that I wanted it to be. And then they took it away because it had issues. It was good. It had issues, I understand. And they took it away, and it's been gone for 2 years, almost.
Oh gosh.
That's why I say, like, if they bring it back and it's still like bad, no, not bad. If it's still in a bad spot as it was when they took it out, then I'm gonna be pissed.
I never really cared for how good it was because all I really cared about was the aesthetic and loot from it.
Yeah.
So I just want it back. But I do
don't
understand for the people that did play Trials a ton as a like ritual kind of thing, that you want it to be good. Because that was the point, was that it was really good in D1.
Yeah, in D1 I played it quite often because I feel like PvP was better for me in D1 anyway. But that's my opinion. That's probably why I think it's better, because I liked PvP better.
Yeah,
Because
mine
you could
is
just snipe everything. Because the
mine is
snipers
like
are so good.
complete opposite.
Crucible is for nerds. So
You
no.
like Law. Law is for nerds too.
Law is
Got him.
absolute Chadmans. Okay.
Chadman.
Like if you're into the law, you're my kind of person. Like that's what I'm all about. But Stinky Crucible, ew, Stinky Crucible. No, I didn't play in D1. I came in. That was before my time. D2. I didn't know anyone else that really played Destiny. So that never happened either. I'm not good at Crucible. I'm a Titan. I just shoulder charge things to death. So, no, no. That's all I got. That's all I've got.
Well, my love for lore is only surpassed by my love for music.
Did it have good music?
Not Trials. I'm just saying.
Oh, I was
I'm
going to
sorry.
say.
Just in general, gosh.
Jeez.
I'm right.
It's okay.
I never did Trials.
Let's see.
Ever.
Trials, come back, I'll be participating. Heck yeah, I'll be part of it. Give me those guns and armor set, hopefully. I'm so excited. Hopefully it comes soon. It might not. It might be a while. Who knows, really?
Hopefully.
Yeah. So my thing is, I just want it here. But you know what I want more than Trials? I want Faction Rally.
Oh my god.
Nobody hit the Faction Rallies alone.
Look, just gotta say, that is a lot of interest. A lot of things, a lot of weapons, a lot of lore, a lot of events, so many things that you could do with the factions, and they're just chilling. You can't even hold X to inspect their inventories anymore. They took that away in Forsaken.
We here at the Lost Legacy podcast love faction rallies.
I stand for Faction Rally.
Not even rallies, just bring factions back. Season of the Faction. Yeah, let's do it.
Gosh, I would
Please.
love that.
Please, God, let that happen.
And would you like to say anything else on it? This is for Trials, I mean.
Well, we're going to talk about factions. Talk about
I
factions.
was literally about to say something about factions.
Say something
Okay.
about factions.
No Trials.
Factions.
Well,
Trials is the question.
This leads on into
Season of Trials and Factions. Boom.
This leads on into
Fine.
our hidden part of the podcast where we talk about factions because I love them and want them back.
I don't think there's too much we can actually say that we haven't already said.
No, I
Yes.
talk about it all the time. Give it to me.
No, we could say the same thing again if you want.
I
know.
want a Crucible game type where there's 3 teams and each one of them is a faction.
Oh my god. I was gonna say
It's possible. It's realistic. Before D1, Bungie was making that good old Reach. Love that game, by the way.
Yeah.
Bungie, great job. Just thank you in
Super.
every way. Wow, love them. They made Reach. In Reach, there was a multi-team game with 4 teams, not 3. It was
I
like
remember that.
red, blue, green, and yellow, I think, were the teams. And
Was
then
it not
technically
pink?
you could add more teams. You could have pink, you could have like white and black, and in
Cyan.
custom games
Cyan
you could
was
have
the
a whole
colour.
bunch. Cyan was one of them.
I
In
remember
custom
Cyan.
games you could have a whole bunch. So like they've done that kind of thing before, and that was a normal. It wasn't a social one. It was like one of those. I think they were called action sack game modes, where it was like
Oh, I remember the announcer.
where it was
Sack.
stuff that was like based off of fun. Like Griffball was in that. Multi-team was part
Yeah.
of that, and I would love that. And like whichever team got to the kill cap in most time, like for example, if this were to happen in D2, like that team would get more experience for their faction, and they would get a higher bonus to like level it up if we're going that route.
That was so
Yeah.
cool.
But you still get some experience for your faction by participating, and then oh my god. Just please.
Just
I'm
give
begging
it
you.
Just
I
give it.
want my Titan to have the knight aesthetic that he did back during faction rallies. Because wow, that was a golden age.
I would like the next Iron Banner. I know it's got nothing to do with factions, but fuck it. I want the next Iron
Iron
Banner
Banner.
to bring back the old D1 Iron Banner stuff, because that Titan set was beautiful. The knight helmet with the plume, and please bring back D1 armor. I don't care if it doesn't fit the lore anymore. Like we're in this new golden age. Just bring back the D1 armor, like the scuffed, boxy looking stuff for Titans and all the cool stuff. Just please, Bungie, I beg of you.
A lot of the recent D2 Iron Banner sets that we've been getting have been either more spacey than they have been medieval, or they've been like Asian medieval stuff, like samurai type armor and stuff like that. They've been more leaning towards that. There was one Iron Banner set from Black Armory that was very knight-like, like British knights kind of thing. And that was beautiful. That was my favorite set for my hunter for quite a while.
As a
But
Brit,
since then, it's been so
I have to
much
disagree.
so much not British armor, like normal full plate kind of D&D stuff going on.
Yeah, it makes me sad.
And I love that kind of armor.
And I feel that we've gone on a bit of a tangent.
Yeah, so trials.
So,
Next question.
So next question, see?
Is it me? Oh, it's me. Oh, okay. Okay, next question is from Walker84. Again, he's very prevalent with the questions. We love it. He sent me a big stack of questions. I've shortened it down just for ease of listening. He asks, when do you think we'll get a new raid? Where will it be? What will it be about? And what enemy race do you want it to be? I have some thoughts, but I'm going to pass it off to Wicked for that one, seeing as you are the one that does a lot of it.
Oh man. Hi, I'm Wicked.
Hi, Wicked.
It's like an AA meeting.
You know what? Okay, I'm gonna do like totally random and just say like it would be kind of nice to do something that's like water based. Is that weird? I don't know. Like
Describe what you mean by water based.
like okay, so like is there ever like any like enemy race that's like water based? That's like, you know, like I don't know, like Atlantis vibes. You know what I mean? Like I don't know. I'm a very watery person. So like if it was kind of like I don't know. Like, it would have to obviously be a new world because there's not any really like
It could be
world.
Titan.
Maybe, yeah.
It can
But
be.
like something that like I don't know, like an enemy race that's been hiding under seas for so long and is like trying to come back and be like, boo. And like I don't know, because like obviously Earth, we don't know a lot about our seas. So obviously in Destiny 2, it would make sense if like, hey, we don't know about a lot about this, but like add some like new lore to it and stuff and be like, oh my gosh, you know? But like
That
it would
gave
have to be
me
like a whole another DLC.
Yeah.
that
Well,
gave me some good vibes. That idea. So
no.
I
See,
if it was on Titan, I mean, it could be Hive, and
that's
if
what I
they
was
are gonna go
thinking.
with what they usually do, which is like a variant of a race,
Mhm.
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
almost all of them are variants of other stuff
Yeah.
in in some way. They could do a very overhauled variant of Hive that live underwater.
Yes.
And you see, lore-wise, that wouldn't be too out of field because what the Hive were before the Hive, they had their world was mostly water anyway, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was. I forgot the name of their world, but yes, I remember hearing about that. Oh man, and like,
Wicked works at Bungie confirmed.
oh,
I
that
think
could
that
be
would be
such cool
cool though,
things.
because like
I would
you've
just,
seen darkness and stuff like that, but like I think it'd be really cool to do something water based.
a
Like I
lot
don't
of
know, and
like,
have like some of the mechanics be like water based.
yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, the image I got when you were talking about that is of a boss room where the boss is effectively a giant knight, but
Mm-hmm.
it's made of coral or something wild and
Yes.
wacky like that, and it's got like two massive waterfalls to the side of it, and like the water streams have something to do with the encounter, and you're kind of just like jumping on rocks across the water streams most of the encounter. Oh,
Literally, it would be so
some
cool.
sort of
Or if like,
Atlantis watery
w-
aesthetic. That'd be super cool.
yes, it would be
I've got
so
I've got one
cool.
better for you.
What?
In Titan, if you go to a particular spot, there is a you can sort of see through this big pane of glass. There's a giant, what
Uh
looks
huh.
like a hive worm. That could be like a lot of people used to say that was like Oryx's worm or something, which doesn't really make much sense.
Yeah.
But like,
All
it's
up in
still a
that
thing.
methane.
Oh yeah. So that could easily be like a thing. Maybe
Gosh,
you dive into the belly of the beast, similar to like Riven or something. Who
that's
knows?
awesome.
I think it'd be cool.
I
And
like the
could you
water idea.
imagine the music? Oh,
Look,
It'd be like water level music from Mario
there.
Destiny style.
Do do do
yes,
do 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 do. So
it would be so
there's a
cool.
game that has very good water monster aesthetics in like a medievally sense in Darkest Dungeon. If anyone has
Hmm.
played that, or if you know about it, there's a like water sort of, I forgot what they call it, what that area is called, but wow, the music to it is absolutely beautiful. I'm just okay. Well, for my idea for next raid and enemy race kind of stuff, what about, look, the option is there. I'm gonna spin my spin metal filled propaganda that we
Oh,
could go back to the Cosmodrome,
oh,
we could unlock Siva, and
oh!
it's happening again.
Oops!
Okay.
We're
I
getting ahead
love
of
Siva. Oh my god. Please.
Honestly, I think we should have a Tango Shore raid.
Ooh,
That would be cool.
Just something different.
A
I,
I
Scorn
mean,
raid.
that's what I was thinking. Like Scorn don't have a raid. Like every race
yeah.
has a raid.
Have
But
a spider
Scorn,
involved somehow.
yeah.
Um,
That would be a good sort of addition DLC, since, they're making season pass kind of stuff, smaller additions.
yeah, they
That
could
would
just add
work pretty
a,
well,
a
because they
small
wouldn't have to
raid in.
build a whole new thing.
Um,
Mm.
yeah, I was gonna say my one that I said before this season came out about the Black Garden, just because it would be, not the Black Garden, the Infinite Forest. Sorry. Um, just because it would be cool to go in the Infinite Forest and do a raid. But
Mm.
then I thought about it, and then I was like, Scorn haven't, the Scorn haven't got a raid, and we haven't really done much with them since Forsaken ended.
Yeah.
Like there's nothing really. Like most of the time I spent in the Dreaming City, doing Riven stuff, not Scorn stuff. Even though Scorn were in there, but like it was, you know what I mean. So I think that would be cool. Maybe that's Odin comes back. Maybe because I think that's in like a. That was
It's his fault
kind of
that,
one of the
that
questions.
happened.
Oh yeah, it's his fault. But I'm saying I think one of the questions that we did have that we weren't going to answer mentioned Odin or something like that. Yeah, maybe Odin comes back and then like next season or something, and that's the raid is a Scorn raid, and Odin tries to fucking make right what he's done wrong or something, and it all goes wrong, and we have to go save the
then
world or whatever.
He turns into Davy Jones.
Davy Jones,
Hey,
what
no, stop!
I like
That's-
all of the ideas.
I like a Scorn raid.
Scorn raid would be
Also,
great.
to slightly elaborate on the Siva stuff, something that could very feasibly happen in universe. So another, besides the whole Siva lab and all that beneath the earth, the other thing that's down in the earth is a lot of hive.
Yes.
So something that could happen is the hive are digging, making their tunnels, you know,
Oh
how they
my
usually
God.
do. And they break into the Siva vault, or, what's left of
my
it,
God.
and they get Sivified. Because Siva does have a
That's
directive of its
terrifying.
own, and it does not give a hoot if you're up for it or against it. It'll try to do what it needs to do. And if it Sivifies Hive, and... Well, I just think that would look awesome.
That would be
That would-
terrifying.
That would
It
look
would be
cool.
so cool.
Grimdark.
I'd rather they do that at a different time though. I'd rather they don't do it in the middle of a season.
Yeah,
I'd
I
rather
don't
they
know
come out-
when the next
know
raid
when.
will happen. Hopefully soon.
Hopefully next season, or
Yeah, I really don't
Fingers
know.
crossed.
If not, Bungie, hire us. We're great.
Hire
yeah,
us.
we said this on a podcast before.
We've said this several times.
We were
Bungie?
Several
giving
times.
given
Multiple times.
genius
Put me in
ideas.
the choir, please. I need to be there for the music.
Yeah, same
I've been
place.
in
I could sing.
choirs. I've been in professional choirs. Put me in the choir. I'll sing,
Can I be your bassist, please?
please. Oh my god.
Can I hum, please?
Can I hum?
A piece of music that is just eternally grained in my mind is the Alakul, the Dark Blade. Do 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 do
Oh my
do.
Cylon, put the file.
Oh my god.
Cylon, what the fuck?
So, I have an idea about a raid.
Oh,
It's pretty out there, and it'll never happen, but a man can dream.
Mhm.
So, sundial, cool. We could use that to go through time and things. We've done it before. Okay,
all right.
that's a cool concept. Why is Infinite Forest? Something's gone weird. The Vex have done. They've pulled famous guardians from places or what have you or something, and we have to go through time to literally fix the timeline in a raid and stop Atheon times conflux. Yeah, I'd like that. That's all I've got really. I just like time, and I like Vex, and I'm into that whole thing. And I know we've had how many Vex raids have we had? 2. We got Ear
Oh
of
God, how many
Worlds
Vex raids?
and
In D2, we have 2 of them. Overall, we have 3 Vex raids.
Yeah.
Because we have Volta Glass,
Yeah.
Eater of Worlds, which is, I mean, technically a Vex raid based on the boss in the final 2 encounters.
yeah.
And we have Garden of Salvation.
I'm just gonna put there's a spider next to me, and
Oh?
I'm trying. Hello.
Oh?
Oh, hello. That's a big bitch.
Mr. Spider.
Oh, it's attacking me.
Rip C.
Oh my god.
We'll miss
And
him.
this is where he dies.
Help!
Yes.
Somebody
We're all
please help me.
dying.
See?
Ah, I'm
See?
being attacked by a spider.
But it's actually
We can-
attacking you.
Yeah,
You
well,
can send
it
your relief
was
funds
like
to
coming at me.
651.
It was like a tiny spider, not like.
Oh my god. Okay.
I think I got it.
Jesus.
Or it's in my bed, and I will never sleep ever again.
Okay, good point.
Alright.
Anyway,
So, and for today, we have one final question. Curtis, would you like to read off the question for us?
Let me get it. 'Cause
It's down
I'm on
there
my
at the
phone
bottom.
now. Yeah, I'm not prepared. Okay. So, Walker again. That's
Wow.
another question. 3 questions
Chock
in a
full
row.
of gold.
Pretty famous, if you ask me. Would you like to see more lengthy and difficult quest similar to Not Forgotten or Luna's Howl and the pre-nerfed Mountaintop? How do you think that would affect the game? That's it. I thought there was going to be more,
Okay.
but you said Walker kinda, so that distracted me.
Well, I did. Just
Am
like
I-
I
am I
like shortened
being-
it by paraphrasing.
am I being sucked into the? I'm being sucked into the void.
Huh?
Not like this.
Not like this.
Not like this. Okay.
Sorry.
Well, I like quests a lot. I am
I like quests.
like, for example, Devil's Ruin, very, very fast quest. I like that. Luna's Howl, incredibly long and painful quest. I like that. There's just something about doing the quests in universe here. I like that. I'm fine with any sort of length of quest. I would like to see a few more longer ones like that. Things like the Thorn that really are painful. Because it kind of gives an overarching thing and it lasts quite a while when they're longer quests. I feel like it would be very good for the game.
The Mountaintop one was too long though, because it made me feel like I didn't want to play the game ever again after I got it.
Mountaintop quest was very stupid.
I don't agree with that one. That one definitely needed to be a lot shorter than it was. The amount of it wasn't the medals that was the problem, was it? It was the multi kills.
It was the multi-kills.
No, it was the medals, because the medals are like you have to get like 3 in one life to get
Calculated
one of the medals.
trajectory medals, yeah.
So, yeah, I think it was the medals that was the problem.
Yeah, I was done with the kills right away. Calculated trajectory took a little bit, and then I just waited till they nerfed the quest to get the double kills, because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah, that one was definitely too long. It depends on the weapon. It depends on what you're asking them to do, depending on how long it should be. But I would, like, Touch and Malice, that was a really long, I don't know if it was for an exotic, but that was a really long quest, but it felt good to complete, and I actually wanted to use the gun after I was done, and want to play the game and use it and be excited to use it in a specific activity. The only time I've felt that in, like, from a Crucible weapon was the Recluse, and that was because it was the best SMG in the game
Oh
for
my god.
way too long.
Those are one of the easiest Crucible quests.
And it was so easy to do. And then when you got it, it was like you just didn't stop using it unless you wanted to use a different gun. So yeah, it depends on the weapon. If it's a grenade launcher, don't make it that long. Just don't. There's no point. That's my answer.
Yeah, and the sort of reasoning behind that I fully agree with is I will do pretty much any sort of length quest as long as I can tell I'm making progress towards it. Because there's a couple quests, like the Mountaintop Double Kills one, and a couple other things in the far past where, like, you just kind of got to get lucky to make a tiny bit of progress. Those ones I really do not like. But if it's ones like the Thorn one, even though it takes a long time, it's just going to happen if you put enough time into it.
Yeah. Well, the Mountaintop literally requires you to get grenade launcher kills. The grenade launchers that you get for special ammo and primary ammo, they don't do enough damage to kill them in one shot, so you probably die by the time you actually kill them, before you actually kill the person that you're shooting at. And then you have to get the heavy to use your heavy ammo, and then there's other people on your team and the enemy team that can get that same heavy, so you can only do so much in the game anyway. It's not like it's like it feels like a chore doing it, because you literally just do the same thing all game. Try and kill people with grenade launchers, with primary and energy ammo, special ammo, whatever they call it now. Not killing them because it's too weak, and then not getting heavy because you got fucking killed by a super or something. It was annoying.
As a rule of thumb, if there's going to be a weapons quest, which is going to make you use heavy weapons in Crucible, don't make it a silly amount or a silly medal that you have to get, because that just makes a lot of people not want to do it. And I think, I was thinking, you were talking then, and I was thinking about what I was going to say, and I realized how weird of a sentence it sounds in the context of Destiny. But I think with exotics, if you do an exotic quest like Last Word or Thorn or something like that, that should be more widely accessible than, let's say, like a pinnacle weapon. Because a pinnacle weapon, let's say like a Randy's throwing knife or something, like it's the Crucible one, so you're gonna be expected to play a lot of Crucible, which makes sense. But if it's, say, I don't know, an exotic, I don't know, auto rifle or like a sword or something, I don't think you should be expected to do you have to play 30 rounds of Gambit and kill 15 Guardians in a single match and blah 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 for this, and then you have to get so many triple kills with a hand cannon and all this kind of stuff, and that seems a bit weird for me for exotics, where I think the places you should be getting exotics is rare drops from raids, just like RNG, and then just putting the work in but not making it a slogfest. Leave that for your pinnacle weapons, like your Randys and your Recluse and stuff.
I mean, it's got to be hard enough to where it feels good when you get it, but it's got to be easy enough to where you don't want to die every time you try and get it.
Yeah.
And it's hard to balance that.
With exotics, I don't know if it's just me, but at this point in the game, there's very few exotics that are worth using.
Yeah, I just use Izanagi's and Anarchy in certain situations, and that's it.
Yeah, I'll get Izanagi's out for raids and stuff when DPS needs to be done, but otherwise I don't know, I'm rocking my Recluse and stuff, and I'm rocking me Randys or a good Steel Feather or something. But there's no exotic that's I have to have this equipped. Other than maybe my Peregrine Greaves, but that's just because I into Oblivion.
Yeah, mine's the Hammer 714. I literally don't use any other exotic armor. Yeah.
So I don't know. I think with exotics, they're less worth it in comparison to pinnacle weapons and stuff.
Yeah,
especially
which is the whole
in Destiny
reason that they kind of nerfed pinnacles in the way they did, was because they were more wanted than a lot of exotics, and they were legendaries.
Yeah, the problem is that the exotics are still bad, even though the pinnacles have been nerfed.
Exactly.
I think the way they should have addressed that was not by making pinnacle weapons lesser, but they should have made exotics greater, if that makes any sense.
Yeah, well, yeah. Oh wait, there was another question.
Some of the pinnacles did need to be shut down. Like the Recluse was absolutely over the top.
Oh,
But yeah,
Recluse was ridiculous.
there's a
I got
lot
it
Yeah.
of.
post nerf, and it's still rather good.
It's still good.
Yeah,
I use it all the time
It's
still.
still strong. It's just not the only choice anymore.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, we're currently in a space where some of the exotics are just simply straight up better, like the Huckleberry. It's really really good. It reloads itself completely
Yeah.
on every kill if you have the catalyst. It
But-
has very good stats. It has an unnerfed rampage to it. It does everything of that process the best way it can, with its drawback as an exotic. But there are so many other
Yeah.
exotics that just cannot hold their ground. Mostly
It-
armor pieces, fair amount of weapons.
But the problem with that is I can just use Recluse and then use another exotic and basically have two exotics in
Yeah,
one.
exactly.
There's no point in using the Huckleberry because the Recluse is like good enough, not like as good, but it's good enough to where it's worth it using that over and then using a different exotic over than just using one exotic, the Huckleberry. That didn't make sense, but I knew I wanted it made. I know I messed that up. I can't.
I know
My brain.
what I meant.
Let me try that again. Actually, okay. It's better to use the Recluse and another exotic like Izanagi's or Anarchy, which is what I do, than to use Huckleberry and then two legendaries that aren't as good.
Hmm.
Mhm.
There we go. Yay me!
Easy win.
Did it.
Hooray.
Easy.
Easy.
Wicked. What you reckon?
Yes.
Nice.
That's all
Love
we
the
need.
answer. Perfect.
Simple.
That's the answer we're looking for.
Yes.
That's all we
Yes.
needed.
I mean, yeah, just yeah, yeah, yeah. As long as it's not too long, because I mean, Thorn is like my peak. Like Thorn, I could
Yeah.
manage. If it's
Thorn is quite
anything
long.
else, like I don't have Mountaintop, I don't have Randy's, I don't have a lot of things.
Yeah.
That's me. I'm proud that I actually got through the Thorn stuff and stuff
Heck
like
yeah.
that because I'm terrible with hand cannons. But I mean, it's nice to have those quests. It's nice to have something to do in downtime when you finish like some of the season stuff, or like if there's DLC out or stuff like that. You know, like it's just always nice to have something to rely on. Like if there's nothing going on, you know, like you know, it's just kind of nice to have.
That's why I kind of like the Whisper and 0 Hour because it's like a quest, but you don't have to do the annoying.
I love 0 Hour.
Like kill
0 Hour is great.
Kill 20,000 enemies with this hand cannon, and then obviously that's not legit. But
the bow kills. Oh
but like
my god!
I feel like
kills.
it's better to do. I admit, obviously they can't do this for every exotic. And stuff like that, but it feels better to do a mission that you have to like keep doing over and over to get in the rhythm of, and a routine of doing it, and then finally completing it, and then having to go into that mission again and doing something in the mission to get the catalyst for it and stuff like that. I feel like that's better than doing quests.
Yeah,
that's more fun, but they can't do that for every exotic, obviously. So,
But what if they did?
they need a big team, and they're not a big team. They're a small
know,
team, unfortunately.
they should
Hire us.
totally do a new exotic gun that shoots bananas.
Honestly,
Potassium for
I agree.
everyone.
But too much
Potassium
potassium can kill you. Too much potassium is bad for you. So
Exactly.
that's the way
So
it
they
works.
And it's
make it
also
a
bad for the
banana gun.
fallen.
That's how we kill them.
With
That's how we
gold
defeat the
New
raid
DPS
boss.
gun. Yeah.
I think on that note, it's time to wrap up the podcast.
Yeah, I guess it's supposed to end at some point, isn't it?
At some point, maybe. I mean,
It
we could
always
go on
ends.
forever, but
It's true.
the world is ending, and
The world is ending and my Wi-Fi doesn't work.
This world is on fire.
it literally is.
Yep, literally.
Literally is.
Donate to
So-
Australia. Yeah, yeet.
Please
yes,
save
please,
Australia.
please
I'm begging.
donate to Australia. It's a good cause. The fucking country's on fire. Just
Make sure you donate to the right places. Do your research. Because
Yep,
don't
there
be
is
Yeah.
thieves
scammed.
out there.
Don't be donating to some random GoFundMe and someone's getting.
Yes.
Something I
Money.
would recommend sometime soon is that Bungie, I don't know if they have started or will start, their own sort of relief thing. And if you donate to it, you get, I think, an emblem and a t-shirt.
Yes,
Hmm.
I've heard the same.
That came out
Stay tuned.
recently that they're making that gonna happen.
For Australia.
Yeah.
Oh,
If,
that's
if
good.
that's out
Yeah.
by the time this goes live, it will be in the link dump.
Yeah.
Heck yeah.
Yes.
I fully
Ooh.
support that.
If not, follow our Instagram.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll post it there.
Wow.
Yes.
Shameless plugs.
No, but we'll,
Do
we'll
it.
post
The burning
we'll post it
country.
there when it's out.
Yep,
We'll
it's
post
true.
the link
Yeah, we
and
will.
stuff.
We will. And we will probably continue to until the country's not on fire anymore.
Yeah.
Hopefully, hopefully that's soon.
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Very, very much
Hopefully.
hopefully. But it is time to wrap up the podcast.
Indeed.
Thank you all for listening. Thank you all for coming, Wicked. How do
Yeah.
you reckon your first podcast was?
Great. It was as shiny as a banana.
Shiny as a banana.
Fantastic.
I'm getting them
Yeah.
passive aggressive vibes again. I don't know what,
What?
it is.
You just don't understand the rainbows that are just reminiscing off of my words, okay?
Remy,
know what,
wait,
see?
what?
There it is
Did
again.
you just speak English?
No, thank you for
I don't
coming, see.
speak English.
I
Imagine
can't.
speaking English, I could never.
You could not be
Winter gets
me.
it.
Exactly.
Well, I'm gonna
So-
go play COD with Winter.
Well,
Indeed.
you can do that. But before you do that, in the link dump, if you're into games, and you probably are, if you're listening to this, why wouldn't you be? You weirdo. If you're into games, we have the Lost Legacy Community Discord. The link will be down below. You can join.
Why did you say
like-
Discord like that?
What?
You said
Judging.
Discord.
All right. Do you want to do the
Son
outro?
Do you
of
want
a
to say it,
American rat
Curtis?
later.
Okay.
Say it,
Right,
Curtis, so we
guys,
can
there's-
stumble.
The link dump in the description if you want to go join our Lost Legacy Destiny server on Discord. If you want to go join our Lost Legacy community server on Discord, we have COD and Minecraft and Halo, and we'll add more games if more people join and want to play specific type of games. And I don't know if there's anything else that I'm missing. Instagram, that's in the bio. The Instagram's in the bio.
It's amateur hour over here, boys.
If the link is out for the Bungie thing, that'll be in the bio, and
Yeah.
I'll be in the bio, and my PayPal. Don't forget to send me money. Thank you. I think that's
Yeah,
it.
that was it. You clearly don't need me around anymore. All right, this was my last podcast.
No, see,
And
please.
you're all
I'll be
demoted.
permanently
No,
replaced
please.
by Wicked.
Wicked.
Adios.
Goodbye.
Goodbye and good night.
Bye bye.